Yes, you did it, Reaper. You have achieved. Your grandeur grows with every passing moment. Soon we'll be but mere motes beside your blazing glory. Because you're a fraud, eh? We can see through your shell, you imposter. Carry forth your deed of darkness, Reaper, but stop before it's too late. Already getting a bit late as we speak. The dusk nears.
Good evening, Grim. I hope you are doing well. I forgot to ask you yesterday. How did it feel going through almost a whole week on your own? And skip the endless delights of a daily overview? Alas, if only I could. I see you have marked the appropriate number of profiles. Yay! Honestly, this corporate mandate is growing a bit tiresome. Oh well, what must be done? Speaking of, yesterday marked a significant moment in your career. Are you content with your evaluation? Oh, the fancy of my imagination. Take it as a metaphor. This reminds me. Have you any questions? It has been a while since we had a personable dialogue. Ah, the complexity of time. Imagine that it is not a fixed and stable entity. I am sure you did not think only 15 days have passed since your arrival. Considering the frequency and magnitude of events in your moderately sized region. Time is an inconsistent flux. While you rest, days, weeks, months may pass, at different intervals. Profiles from diverse moments appear on the same day, interlaced, within a rhizome of time and space stretching beyond mere 4 dimensions. That is why causal links are difficult to establish, and the equilibrium is of unfathomable complexity. Anything else? What do you mean? Oh, nothing of the sort. The world, and the people therein, create the situations themselves without our interference. Our datamongers assemble, collate and examine wide swathes of data, and calculate the parameters for the necessary equilibrium. We do not directly cause deaths, although our choices can modify the structure slightly. In a sense. But this is certainly not a one-to-one sequence of causal links. You should consider, time works a bit differently in here. Anything else? You are a death spawn. I crafted you out of different materials. The store and places. Anything else? Oh, one more thing. It was nice of you to gift Lady the little gerbil. I am sure she appreciates it. Although, personally, I am growing rather tired of the incessant squeaking. Until tomorrow, Grim.
Shiver me timbers! Ye sure can't get enough of the Emporium. Didn't know I still had this beaked eyesore. I was at a gathering of some immensely wealthy idiots, where I saw an absolute buffoon wear this as professional attire. Just look at it! A weird long curve of a nose, and those stupid goggles. Ridiculous! Had to have it. So we plundered the whole lot of them. Lest these smelled nice, for they soiled their trousers from beer. Then the mask came in real handy.
Grim, my fellow colleague, I have been deliberating a matter. Perhaps you can be of assistance. Should I Become a writer? I could write many compelling works of fiction. I am an antique after all. I have much experience. Why not? Indeed. Why not? I shall continue my contemplation, but for now, it is time for daily feedback. All the files are in order. Excellent work. You are a testament to meticulousness. Well, off you go now. I must return to my deliberations.
Ahoy! A pleasure to see ye again. Smokes are deadly, ye know. A curse fouler than any eye ever met. Not to me wildest dreams could I rob so many lives. 'Tis gazing down the length of an infinite tobacco stick, inching ever closer to the end. An ancient shaman gifted me this pack after I rescued their child from the rabid coyotes. Guess they weren't pleased with me good deed. Assume this visage and forever be reminded of the mortality of all.
Deathspawn, I have been ruminating on the humans. They vex me. Why do they exist? Their presence still seems unnecessary. Would it all not be simpler without them? A system of mutual dependence, yet we have some hold on the steer. My plan? I do not comprehend your reference. How peculiar. All right, let us entertain the notion of this hypothetical plan. What might be your objections? Help them so their existence will lengthen and we will never be set free? You assume some utopia would lead them to endless life, right? And we would be rendered redundant? Alas, if only that were possible. But it is not. We are, essentially, magic, while they are mundane reality. Realistic matter which succumbs to realistic forces. Atoms, cells, proteins, endless biological processes. They will always break down because they exist in a land of rules, of laws, of physics. The end is inevitable, and for it to be different, the whole universe has to change. But then it will not be the same reality. Grim, everything would have to be remade with different rules. And for that to happen, this world would still have to end first. That is the dilemma. Recreating the universe using fundamentally different physics and logic. Or just letting go. Forget about it. We can go into the sweet release of nothingness, where none of this matters, Grim. If there is nothing, there is nothing to worry about. It is just easier that way. You are young, and I admire your ideals. Time will make short work of them. Well, I appreciated the discourse. Good night.
Ye drive a hard bargain, matey, but Mortimer does love a good scuffle.
Grimm, welcome. Remember when I told you of my idea to become an author? I think I have reached a conclusion. Appreciated. Now, you might find this shocking. Truly, I have decided to set myself upon the path of grand artistry. I shall compose a novel most illustrious, one that will explain everything. Certainly, once it is finished, you will be the recipient of the first copy of the first printing. Anyway, we have some official business to take care of, yes? A tedium of profiles. Nothing amiss here, as far as I can see. Your adherence to the rules is admirable. Now I bid thee goodbye. The inaugural words of the greatest novel of all time will be engraved tonight.
Batten down the hatches. 'Tis a storm of sails.
Hey there. What you up to, killer? The suffering. How many lives have you taken? Do you even count? Starting to look a bit grim, ain't it? I guess that's already in the name. Grim Reaper. Nothing. Believe it's for a good cause, as always. It's not as if life and death are directly in your control. No wonder fate picked you for the crafting pot.
Grim, why are you here? Oh, right. The daily... always in positions when I have important research to perform. Let us get on with it. I see the exact amount of profiles necessary. Good job, I guess. Yes, that should suffice, I imagine. Grand. Goodbye, Grim. The muse beckons.
Cord blimey! You're looting! All me wares. By Jones' coffer, the slimy appendage is still here? I shudder at that very memory. Did not know which way was up, which way was down, where to step forward. The walls, they were everywhere. I grabbed what I could and ran as fast as me feet could go. As I emerged from the darkness, I found myself standing in the middle of a carnival. Truly a nightmare.
Aha, Grim, jolly good. As you may have noticed, I am absent. I decided for a short vacation. It is a weekend, after all, and the free time will be essential for research. For the novel, yes? Hello, Grim, are you there? Curse this useless apparatus. It never works when I need it. You may be wondering about who is in charge. I did consider leaving dear Lady Portington again, but my hiatus is only momentary. I am sure you can manage these few days. But what of the conduct overview, you may be thinking? To be honest, I cannot be bothered at the moment. I am certain you have done well enough. Now, I must go submerge myself. Toodles, Grim.
You're such a scoundrel. There should be a bounty on your head.
Grim, you would not believe the fun I am having. Such a transformation from the monotony of the office. It almost makes it all seem worthwhile. Yes, you expect your daily summary, but I still cannot find it in me to burden myself with this matter. So, off you go.
Doubloons will get ye anything, matey.
Why, if it isn't young Grimster, back again to delight my eye.
Look at that. It's a hatchling. I guess they let all sorts work here nowadays. The assemblage must be decaying. Yet one must welcome the dregs, one must. What brings you to Florian the Eradicator? I'm that efficient in bringing annihilation to the herd. One fell swoop, judgment has arrived. Oh, if only I could hear them wail and weep, cursing the injustice of a cold grave. Not that you'd understand. Still, fate expects us to be polite to one's colleagues because it advances synergy and improves long-term morale. I suppose I must then do my best to enlighten you on whatever matters are bothering you today. I am the best and brightest of the bunch. When I aim for the jugular, I do not miss. With blood and guts, I will paint my magnum opus on the canvas of cosmos. All flesh is temporary. We here provide the herd with an escape from their meat prison. It is called salvation, or at least the closest thing they'll ever get. Of course not. Rules to follow and quotas to fill, as we all must, even if I consider management far too lenient. I just make sure to enjoy every slash and stab. Take pride in a successful exit. For that is what we are born to do, yes, we Deathbringers. All have to die. Ciao, little hatchling. Lessons learned, off you go.
It's very cold. When did that happen? Can you? Does your hand at the mouse not feel the chill? It's freezing. Everything halting to a standstill before... Astute, Grand Reaper. You're a wealth of insight, while the rest freeze in ignorance, unable to be saved. Maybe in a new lifetime,